Hello friends, this is Neetu Jain. In this video, we are going to take up the topic of strategic HRM. First of all, let us try to understand what is strategic HRM. Strategic HRM means recognizing the HR function as a strategic partner which helps top management in not only formulating the organization's strategies but also in assuring their proper implementation. According to Wright and McMahon 1992, strategic HRM is the pattern of HR deployments and activities intended to enable an organization to achieve its goals. Strategic HRM encompasses those decisions and actions which concern the management of employees at all the levels in businesses and which redirect towards creating and sustaining competitive advantage. Now, the nature of strategic HRM. First of all, it has a long-term focus, as business strategies have a long-term orientation. Similarly, focus of HRM is also long-term, probably more than a year. Second is associated with goal setting. HRM is highly related with setting of objectives, formulation of policy, and allocation of resources, and it is carried out at all the levels of top management. Third is interrelated with business strategies. There is an interrelation between business strategies and strategic HRM. For example, it gives significant inputs when business strategy is formulated. Fourth one is it focuses on corporate excellence skills. SHRM considers employees as strategic potential of the organization, and on that basis it makes effort to differentiate the organization from its competitors present in the market. Therefore, it also promotes learning of new skills. Now, let us try to understand the objectives of strategic HRM. First is to develop strategic competencies. It makes sure that the company has needed standards and competent and highly motivated employees for achieving sustainable competitive advantage. Second one is it gives a sense of direction, means it guides the organization in the right direction so that the business requirements of the organization are met by creation and attainment of consistent and reasonable HR policies and programs. Next is to achieve integration. Target of strategic HRM is to give a united framework so that the organized HR system works synergistically in accordance with the organizational strategic objectives. Fourth one is to formulate business strategy by focusing on the measures through which the organization can use the power of its human resources for increasing benefits. Now, let us see what are the benefits of strategic HRM. First benefit is identifying and analyzing external opportunities and threats that may be critical to the company's success. Second is it provides a clear business strategy and vision for the future. Third is it supplies competitive intelligence that may be useful in the strategic planning process. Fourth one is it helps recruiting, retaining and motivating people and developing of highly competent people. Next is it helps ensuring that people development issues are addressed systematically. It also supplies information regarding the company's internal strengths and weaknesses. SHRM also helps meeting the expectations of customers effectively. It also ensures high productivity of the organization. It ensures business surplus through competency as well. SHRM helps firm in achieving cost-effective engagement of labor. It enables firm to meet the changing needs. It also provides clear-cut goals, directions and future focus. It helps organizations in planning and executing organizational changes. It also ensures optimum utilization of organizational resources. Now, let us see value creation through SHRM. How sustainable competitive advantage can be achieved through people. Strategic management of human resources facilitates creation of competitive advantage for the organization over its rivals by building HR based competence. Now, in this slide we all can see that how competitive and global marketplace makes an impact and forces an organization to have quick customer responsiveness, high quality of products and services, innovative products and services, that is differentiating a product or service, becoming a low cost leader in a segment, changing customers' requirements and competitors changing strategies and responding to them. And how this is possible? This is possible by tapping the organization's specialized skills, that is core competencies, and having and retaining the committed and competitive workforce. And if we are able to do so, then it would result or help business organizations to adapt quickly to the changing environments and grab new opportunities. Finally, it will help achieving competitive advantage, which would eventually result into organizational survival and growth. There have been several researches which support how SHRM contributes to value creation. There was a research by Misa and Stein in 1993 which quoted that there was more HR department participating in business decisions and strategic planning in high performing firms than in poor performers. Similarly, Tichy and Fombram in 1992 quoted that a better match between strategy and HRM issues is associated with better performance or effectiveness. Now, finally, let us try to see what are the challenges or barriers of strategic HRM. Barriers to successful implementation of SHRM are very complex. The main reason is lack of growth strategy or failure to implement one. But other barriers are high resistance due to lack of cooperation from the bottom line, interdepartmental conflict between different departments in an organization, absence of plans that integrate internal resources with external requirements, limited time, money and resources, the status quo approach of employees, fear of incompetence of senior level managers to take up strategic steps, or lack of adequate support and commitment from the top management, resistance from the labor union side, rapid structural changes, absence of market pressure which influences the adoption of strategic HRM, absence of long-term orientation, maybe fear of failure also, rigidity of HR practices and lack of strategic reasoning. We have seen the challenges of strategic HRM. Now let us finally see how to overcome those challenges of strategic HRM. First of all, we need to conduct a rigorous initial analysis as to what a strategy is, and then we need to formulate the strategy in the right direction. We need to gain support from all the internal stakeholders, be it senior management or labor unions or other people in the organization. We need to assess the barriers which are actually present in the organization, which are hindering the adoption of strategic HRM, and then we need to manage this process of change. This is a change in itself, and then we have to manage the resistance of change, and then we have to take it up as a project and we have to implement this project in a proper manner. And finally, the common step is follow up and evaluation. We need to follow up on it and evaluate as to how we carried out and what were the flaws in the process and how we need to overcome those flaws. In essence, friends, I would like to quote someone who said, "Neither a wise man nor a brave man lies down on the tracks of history to wait for the train of the future to run over him." Similarly, we cannot wait for SHRM to take its own time. Management need to realize the importance of SHRM and try to link HRM with the organizational strategy and performance. So that's all about strategic HRM. Thank you very much.